Howdy, my beautiful Aquarius. How are you doing today, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today we're going to get into your weekly tarot reading, Aquarius, for 2022 of November. All right, so if you enjoyed this tarot reading today, Aquarius, let me know in the comments below how this tarot reading helps you out. That's how we keep up with y'all, through the comments, of course. As well, darling Aquarius, if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, check out your sun, moon, and your rising. All right, that's how you make these tarot readings on YouTube work for you, darling, is if you cater your tarot readings to your chart. You want to take your one zodiac sign and base your entire life off of that, right? Or maybe you do, darling, no shade. And as well, my beautiful Aquarius, if you want to give support to this channel for free, the best way to do that is just give this video a like and subscribe. All right, it's free to do, and I really appreciate those who do that extra step because it does help me out quite a bit. All right, Aquarius, so let's just get right into this here, darling. See what's going to be happening, what's manifesting, you know, what's going on with you, Aquarius. What's the tea, honey? All right, we have the 3 and the 8 of Wands here with the Knight of Swords. All right, a lot is going on with you, Aquarius. All right, first message that I get for you is just like, don't feel bad, Aquarius, if you are feeling overwhelmed at this time and you haven't been able to take care of the things that you've been needing to take care of. Maybe there's been certain chores or tasks that you haven't been able to manage, or maybe there's certain people that you've been needing to reach out to, but maybe you've been a bad texter, for example, right? Maybe your friends are like harping on you right now, Aquarius, who are just like, where are you, Aquarius? Or maybe you're just feeling bad about it, be like, oh, I need to like respond to these people. It's okay, Aquarius. All right, give yourself grace in this because you do have quite a lot going on. And the reason why I say that is because of these two cards here. All right, and if you don't know what these mean, by definition, Aquarius, the Knight of Swords is a card of like a lot of like unexpected events, a lot of events happening at a quick succession. And then the 8 of Wands is a card of quick success. It's a card of a lot of moving parts as well going on. So it's just like you have stuff going on in your social life, in your career, while also this one project that you're working on. Now you have some things you have to take care of with that. But at the same time, you wake up and then your phone is like flooded with a bunch of family drama that you have to manage, especially because it's the holidays, honey. So it's just like you have a lot of stress on you right now. Even in like the workplace environment, I feel like you have a lot of stress on you. And so give yourself grace in that, Aquarius. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I do feel like it's not going to stop anytime soon, but well, it's not going to stop anytime soon of like a lot of things happening, but this 3 of Wands is your saving grace, Aquarius. All right, the 3 of Wands is letting you know that you're about to be receiving like a sign. What sign? Yeah, you're about to be receiving a sign, Aquarius, of like time's going to be changing or shifting here. The reason why I say this is because I'm being intuitively shown the Wheel of Fortune, so take that as you will, darling. Maybe I'm just seeing tarot cards in my head just because that's all I do is tarot readings, honey, but I'm being shown like the Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius. So it's like, well, yes, well, no, things are not going to be changing in the sense of like a lot of things, just, you know, constant moving parts, but it's going to be refreshing in a sense where it's just not going to always just be like a lot of things that you have to do. You'll notice even with my verbiage earlier, Aquarius, where it's just like, it's like your to-do list, like a lot of things you got to manage, right? Or damage control. But I feel like in the coming days, it's a sense of like opportunity coming in. Well, let's just take a look here. How are things going to be changing? Let's expound on this here. We have all these tarot decks here. I know you can't see them all, but you know, darling, you see all these boxes, honey. We have all these, you know, behind me. We have plenty of tarot decks to be going into here. So let's see. The Moon card coming in here. The Moon card, Aquarius, coming in here in the back of the deck, or rather in the reverse. The Empress card coming in here, as well as the Tower cards coming in here, darling. Oh my goodness, here. So what has revealed itself to you, Aquarius, is this sense of like, you know, especially with this moon energy, something revealed itself to you. All right, something that was going on beneath the surface here. And then this Empress card, I get like the sneaking suspicion here, Aquarius, like I feel as if it doesn't surprise you, Aquarius, about like some type of ball dropping, but at the same time, it's like you were preparing for this moment. Does that make sense, Aquarius? You were like preparing for this moment. You didn't know when it was going to reveal itself, but you knew at some point in time the flip side of things was going to showcase itself. So for example, you know, I like to speak in analogies, Aquarius. You have to give me grace in that way because I feel like that's the best way to express the tarot message for you to understand it for yourself. Is like, you know, maybe, you know, in social media, you're posting a bunch of YouTube videos, they weren't getting many views. It wasn't really taking off, but you kept on doing it, right? With that Empress card there, it's just like you were really able to like see your own potential, see your beauty, see your power with something. Be like, no, if I really sink energy into this, I don't know how, I don't know when, but when the ball is dropping, everything's going to be changing. So Aquarius, this is really for my my Aquariuses who have been working on like a big project. It doesn't have to be exclusively like one thing. For example, my YouTube channel is a big project. I don't have Aquarius in my chart, by the way. For those that might be thinking I'm being biased or anything like that, I got nothing in my chart that's Aquarius. At least I don't think, honey. All right, I'm a sun. My Libra's in. I'm a Libra sun, Moon, Virgo, and Cancer rising. Like it ain't nothing like that. All right, but especially because we have this Magician card, I gotta catch up with my thoughts here, Aquarius. I apologize, y'all. Though my Aquarians already get it. Like y'all already know. My regulars know. Like whenever I connect to y'all's energy, it's a little bit frantic, right? But in this dynamic here, Aquarius, now I'm going to just catch y'all up at my thought process here. In this dynamic here, it's just like you didn't know at what point in time, like when the ball was going to drop, when like you were going to see the fruits of your labor. You just knew that at some point in time that the fruits were going to be coming essentially here. And in this dynamic here, this is really for my Aquariuses who are who have been working on like their own personal business, their own personal brand, their own personal project, like something that they've been investing into, that you've been investing into for a long period of time, that you knew at some point in time when the moment is right, the ball is going to drop and then everything changes. For example, Aquarius, I already gave the example here. The reason why I make it a point to bring up this Magician card, Aquarius, is because of the fact of like the Magician card, the Magician manifests the reality that they want to see in this world. And so to have this Magician card in the back of the deck, it really fills into the specific message of like, again, like whatever is going to be fruitful, whatever is going to be really changing up for the positive, Aquarius, it's something that you personally have been actively working on. So this isn't like winning the lottery type of thing. You might feel like you won the lottery with whatever happens, when the ball finally drops here. But this isn't like winning the lottery, Aquarius. This isn't like stumbling upon like $500 on the sidewalk or something like that. That sometimes tarot readers will make it seem like you'll just like wake up with a bank account full of money because you practice law of attraction 2 times and money just finds you, right? You know how people talk about how money and finances as if they're like their own separate entity and living, breathing thing. I was like, girl, please go outside, touch some grass. Anyways, what is coming in here, Aquarius? I'm just drawing from the back of the deck now. What's coming in is the Hierophant with this Queen of Wands. Now let's go into this Hierophant energy, darling. All right, the Hierophant is the card of like, it's known as like the card of marriage, Aquarius. It's known as the card of marriage, but you take that marriage energy where it's like you're being devoted to something, and you associate it with your career. You associate it with, whatever it is. It's with that Queen of Wands. So it's really focused in on those passions. It's like something that is able to really provide substance in your life, Aquarius, that's going to be able to really take care of you. I don't know why I got like the specific message, Aquarius, where it's just like maybe you were considering starting like your own practice or like teaching something in specific. Maybe you wanted to teach like, honey, maybe you wanted to teach like braids or something like that. But it's like this sense of like maybe... Aquarius, I really want to suggest you to really like, it's time to explore these, like your new options here. If I was an Aquarius, if I was an Aquarius and I saw this, I'd be like, okay, this is time for me to launch like a tarot course. This is time for me to like branch out and start doing like a whole YouTube series on spirituality or something. Like this is the type of reading, Aquarius, where it's just like, all right, this is time for me to really branch out to explore these things that I've always been contemplating on doing, that I've been doing research on. And this is really meant for you, what you've been doing, contemplating and doing this research on, Aquarius, because it's by you finally dabbling into and bringing to life these ideas is what's going to make it be successful. Something I want to point out as well with the Magician card, Aquarius, is that you'll notice with the Magician where even in the original Rider-Waite Tarot, they'll have one hand pointed up towards the divine, representing that divine knowledge, and they are the conduit, the Magician, which you are the Magician. I always even say, I just realized this as well, Aquarius, I always call my Aquarians the Magicians because they're like my mad scientist energy, and I feel like the Magician is the mad scientist. And then the magician has one hand pointed down, representing to the ground, representing taking the divine ideas, the divine inspiration from above, working it through. You are the vessel for it to bring it to life, to the physical reality. Does that make sense, Aquarius? And so I feel like right now it's not really a time for you to filter what divine inspiration that you're getting, right? So the Queen of Wands doesn't think about, like, doesn't question what it is that she's personally feeling, what's driving her. She doesn't question her passion. She just goes forward and does it. But it's through doing that, Aquarius, it's through you, just not really trying to like argue with what the divine is saying is destined for you, and just to do it. All right, and you'll be really happy with the results. So let's get into your oracle reading now, Aquarius. Now that we kind of fleshed out to the best of the ability with those cards, this really is like a deep message here, not to toot my own horn, but to toot my own horn, Aquarius. It's a pretty depthful message. You might need to watch this back a couple times, not only just because of all the detail, like how many things you could connect the dots on to understand how much synchronized in this reading, but also, maybe I was a little bit all over the place with my analogies, and that might be a little bit confusing. But I'm about to be going on another geeking out right now, Aquarius. All right, because your oracle card is the Wasp Spirit. And now initially you're probably like, Velka, why are you holding the Magician card with this oracle portion here, honey? The reason why I'm doing this, Aquarius, is because in numerology, you add up, in old school numerology anyways, you add up all numbers equaling to one number or a master number. In this case, it's the number 1. And then that is the number that is associated with the Magician card as well, Aquarius. Come on now. I mean, do we even need to talk about it, darling? Sometimes life stings. And I feel like you are dealing with the stinger part right now, Aquarius, right? If you even really want to call it like a stinging, maybe you don't want to add like that negative connotation. I think on some level, Aquarius, you already have understood that you're going to go through those trials of tribulation. And I feel like you've been going through that trial of tribulation. But just understand at this current point in time, Aquarius, it's not all for nothing. Some of you might be thinking, being like, oh, is this going to be my life for the rest of days? It's not going to be the case, darling. Keep your head up. All right, I know you got this. I'm really optimistic about y'all's reading here, and I really hope that this reading does find the appropriate Aquariuses, because whatever you guys have been working on, darling, it's gonna be pretty fabulous. So if you've been thinking about doing your own practice or whatever this project is, let me know in the comments below, Aquarius. All right, and I'll be chatting with you there. But until next time, I'll connect to you later on, my beautiful Aquariuses. Bye, darling.